Theresa May breaking down in her resignation speech is almost like Project Sympathy, Project Extract Sympathy, some sort of psyop or whatever, you know? It actually seems to be working, and people are saying, oh, poor Theresa, she walked off crying, it's very undignified, no one deserves that, blah, blah, blah. David Cameron said that he knows what it's like, but he walked off humming, slightly different. But then Theresa isn't going, is she? She's going to stay for a bit longer, despite walking off crying, breaking down in tears, and everyone's still saying, oh, well, you can be Prime Minister then. I want to be Prime Minister a bit longer. All right, you can be Prime Minister to June. No, I want longer. I wanted to lead the country. It's not fair. Well, it's not your pet project, Theresa. Did you have a good government? Did you have a good run? Did you? I mean, what did you actually do? Did you pass anything at all? Just have Brexit bickering all the time and just say that strong and stable and Brexit means Brexit and we're going to make a success of it, and then hash it completely and then resign and say, oh, I'm sorry I didn't give you Brexit. You didn't give me a chance. I'm sorry I didn't get to serve this country, which I love. That's why I tried to serve the EU and sell away our sovereignty. Just completely betray the vote despite saying Brexit means Brexit. This is why you're going, Theresa, because the country isn't your pet project and because you have been a failure. You've been useless. Because the system that you worked for when you were chosen, when you were selected, doesn't allow you to be anything other than a failure. It doesn't allow you to carry out the pledges and your promises. Because you're working for a machine, you're working for a bureaucracy, and you're a part in that machine, you're just a puppet. And that's why people said that David Cameron was mechanical when he was walking around as Prime Minister. He looked like a robot. That's why people call her the Maybot. They're all robots because they are fulfilling a mechanical task in the grand bureaucracy, in this globalist tapestry of the world. They're lying. They're working for globalist bureaucrats and banksters, pretending that they're working for the constituents. But they're not. But there's more to this Theresa May story than is even being reported in the UK. Because Donald Trump actually mentioned Theresa May was involved in the coup against him in America, and now information has passed to AG Barr about the extent of the UK government's involvement in spying on the Trump campaign to try and derail the campaign to foment a coup d'etat, which was being pushed by the media for 2 years with the Russian collusion narrative, etc., and that's all fallen down now. But now that it's being investigated, now that the genesis of why such an investigation, why such a witch hunt came about in the first place, is being investigated, Theresa May's name has came up in America in these investigations. I think she had to go for more reasons than related to this country. I think keeping her in had become poisonous and untenable. But then that is just a conspiracy theory.